Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. A lot of you guys requested for this and this is the Q&A video. A few weeks ago I asked you guys for questions on my Instagram and some of you guys DM'd me the questions. So today I'm gonna answer as many as I can. So the first question is from Fion. Are you able to recommend some Dusty Rose lipsticks of any brand that you like? Looking for a nice color but I can't seem to find it. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Dusty Rose color for lipsticks, and a few that I really like. One of them is MAC's Cosmetics Brave, and another one is MAC's Mocha as well. I like Brave because it is a more cooler Dusty Rose kind of color, and Mocha is more towards the orangey, burnt orange brown kind of shade. Second question is from Fifi. So she asked me a few questions. How did you and your boyfriend meet or got together? So how did we meet? We actually met in SMU. It was sports camp before school even started, and we were in the same sports camp group together. And then subsequently, we both got selected for the school's pageant in year 1 and we competed together. So yeah, that's how we got really close. Partly because like he lives very close to me, and then like commuting to school would take like about 35 minutes or so, and every day we would meet on the train to go for like practices, to go for camp, and then this continue on even after the camp and the pageant finished. So yeah, that's how we met, but we only officially got together 1 year after being friends, and really just friends only. So there wasn't anything more than that, and yeah, so that's how we met and got together. Second question is, how do you feel about Xiaxue calling you Iron Lady? So if you guys don't know, right, Xiaxue, Wendy, she's a personal friend of mine and she super loves to call me Iron Lady because there was this one time we were going to Hong Kong together for a work trip, and then like I texted her and I was just like, oh, I almost forgot that we were staying in a hotel. I almost brought my iron. And she found it super weird that someone would bring an iron on a trip. So to me it's like, I don't like my clothes to be crumpled, and most of the time when I travel I stay in Airbnbs, and not every Airbnb have the luxury of an iron available to you to iron your clothes. So I have this like portable steamer, like it's a handheld steamer that is this small, just saying it's not that mega big as iron, you know, the one with the ironing board. It's just like this small. And yeah, I like to bring it with me when I travel because I can just steam my clothes, and at the same time, if I want to, I can like steam the rest of my face for like a facial kind of thing. So yeah, she just thinks it's like really odd and that I'm crazy and insane and I'm too like OCD and excessive, so she has been calling me Iron Lady ever since. And how do I feel about that? I don't know, I just laugh about it. It's actually pretty funny. And everybody who knows her knows that she's a joke lah, so I don't really care. What made me want to do this as my career? I feel that not everybody has the luxury to call their passion their job, and I'm very lucky and very privileged to have you guys that can make my dream, you know, turn into reality. So of course, if you enjoy doing something and it's financially sustainable for you, then just do it, you know. And I was telling myself that it's really now or never because I'm not going to be any younger anymore, and if I don't try, I don't give myself like 1, 2 years, 3 years of like really giving it my all, then I would totally regret it. So yeah, that's why I made this my career, and so far I'm still really enjoying it. The next question is from Maybe. What's one of my favorite movies, TV series and books that are uncommon? I'm actually a very basic person. I don't really read books. So I think the last book I read, or the book that I read over and over again, is also one of my favorite movies, called A Walk to Remember. And that is like from the year 2000 when I was still like in secondary school. No, I was in primary school, but I was super into it in secondary school because I really liked the idea of like that whole bad boy change for good girl kind of concept. So yeah, that's my favorite movie and favorite book of all time. And favorite TV series would definitely be my Korean dramas. And if I have to choose, it would be W. Yeah, the 2016 W. You guys should check that out, it's really good. Next question is from Deborah. What's your height and weight? So a lot of you guys actually think that I'm very tall. I'm actually not. I'm 1.63 meters, which is pretty average height in Singapore, and I am about 44 kilos? 45 kilos? Yeah, not super skinny lah, but yeah. A lot of you guys actually ask me this question, what's my height and weight, and I hope, you know, I answered your question. Next question is from Louisa. She says, I just wanted to ask if you had braces before, which dental clinic did I go to, and how I managed to keep my teeth so white. I've had, it's not braces, but it's called MBRACE, where it's like an invisible braces where I wear aligners. It's something like Invisalign, but it's a newer version. It's a more fuss-free version. And I'm actually at my last set. I took really long to like complete it because I keep losing my retainers. I kept breaking them, but that's just me. I'm just super careless and I travel around a lot. So yeah, normal people wouldn't like take so long to finish them, but yeah, this is what I did, MBRACE, and I did it at Family Dental Center. If you guys are interested, you can go on my blog and search MBRACE, like MBRACE, and you'll find like all the information that you need up there. And how did I manage to keep my teeth so white? I actually don't think that they are very white, but judging from the number of people that ask me that question, I guess it's whiter than normal. But I use Pop Smile. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the advertisement, like my face kept replaying and replaying on Facebook and stuff. Yeah, that's the whitening kit that I use at home, and I used it twice, yeah, to get this result. Another question, and this person requests to be anonymous. She says, do you regret being self-employed as you do not have a stable income? I'm still considering doing this, but I'm afraid. So I just want to say that being self-employed doesn't necessarily mean that you do not have a stable income, and that is one misconception a lot of people have. I feel that as long as you are hardworking, you know, like you work hard to your hardest, to your fullest every single month, you will see the results come in. And generally, for me personally, I don't really see a lot of instability when it comes to like my financial cash flows, mainly because it's pretty much the same. Like everybody knows that in media and advertising, the end of the year is like the biggest deal because there's Christmas, there's New Year's, there's Chinese New Year, and also there's Valentine's Day. So those are the periods that you can expect to be very, very busy, and that's when you know that your earnings are gonna be of a certain amount. And other months that are slower, you also, I mean, it's just nothing new. So I don't feel that it's very unstable. I just feel that as long as you are confident that you have done your best and like, you know, just keep striving to be better, then yeah, there isn't anything to really be afraid of, to be honest. So to you, I hope that you would, you know, pluck up the courage. Of course, be realistic and see whether it's sustainable and it's gonna feed you. If it is, then I would just encourage you to take that leap of faith and just go for it when you're young, when you have the least commitments, least responsibilities that you can ever have in your life. Just do it. So the next question is from Min, and she asks, what spurred you to be a full-time blogger? Aren't there many uncertainties in this industry? I answered most of it in the previous questions, and yeah, I don't think there are a lot of uncertainties. I feel that as long as you work hard, you know, uncertainties are everywhere. Even if you have a full-time job, you also don't know when you're gonna be fired or when your company is not gonna make it and stuff like that. So it's just uncertainties everywhere in today's day and age. I just feel that, you know, in order to be happy and in order to not live life full of regrets, you should just do it. Do you leave the house without makeup? Of course I do, but most of the time you guys see me in front of the camera, or you guys see me rushing from shoots to events and stuff. And also being a beauty blogger, you know, like I feel that I have a certain kind of image to uphold, and also I obviously prefer my face with makeup. So yeah, most of the time you'll see me with makeup. How does your makeup stay on all day? Actually, I do a lot of touch-ups, so I wouldn't say that my makeup would last all day, but I usually use a makeup setting powder and a makeup setting spray, I love the Laura Mercier loose powder as well as the L'Oreal Infallible makeup setting spray. That's really good. What's one of my fashion disasters? Are you asking me for like one of the what fashion disasters? I don't know how to answer that question. I guess when I was younger lah, like in primary school when I didn't know how to dress up, and then I was just in like those cargo pants all the time. Yeah. Why MONGABONG? I think I've addressed this a lot of times, but basically my friend's Mong Chin and my name is Mong Chin and my friends call me Mong. So Mong rhymes with bong and it's pretty catchy, and this is what my seniors in secondary school always called me, MONGABONG, so I stuck with the name till today. Ban Han asks, at what age do you start putting on makeup? I guess if you want to count, I was very vain as a kid. Like when I was in primary school, I would sneak into my mom's makeup pouch and put on like lipsticks, and then like I'll just pretend that like I didn't put on anything, and then when I came out of the toilet looking like a joke, right? Because the lines are all crooked and even all over my face. She would know that I definitely went to like ransack her makeup pouch and I would get scolded for it. But what age did I really start putting on makeup? I think 14. That was like eyeliner phase, like Avril Lavigne eyeliner phase. So that was when I started putting on eyeliner. Another question is from Ginny Goldfish. She asks, how did I manage to get Insta famous? How I started getting deals from clothing brands, and if I have any tips to people who want to get started. I wouldn't consider myself Insta famous. To be honest, I'm pretty like small time, especially in Singapore and in Asia, and you don't even need to compared to the world. So I feel that for me personally, I feel like I'm just any normal person, just that my job revolves and requires me to be on the internet, that's all. And how did I started getting deals from clothing brands? I think you mean, like, do you mean blog shops? But how did I start was when I started posting my own OOTDs, and I guess they liked it. They liked the idea of like their clothes being featured on my feed, and yeah, that's how they started approaching me. Do I have any tips for people who want to get started? Just be yourself, really. Like, everybody has an Instagram account, but you know, you should just be yourself, be likable. People will just slowly want to, you know, notice you and want to follow you. To be honest, like, I feel that if you try to be someone you're not, if you try very hard to create something, you can get somewhere, but at the end of the day, it's not you that people know, and that's not gonna last you very, very long. Sherzi asks, what am I currently working as, and am I hiring? What am I currently working as? I work for myself. I do social media full-time. So I blog, I do reviews on Instagram, I model, I do YouTube videos. Basically, whatever you're seeing now, that's my full-time job. And am I currently hiring? I have one lovely girl behind the camera working for me right now, but of course, I'm very, very open to, you know, meeting new people and expanding also. You know, if you guys are interested, you can send me your resume at my email, which you can find in the description box below. If you guys want to work with me, if you guys think my job is interesting, if you guys want to learn more about makeup, fashion, you know, then hit me up. Oh, another question is from Debbie. She asked, why is my name Mong Chin and is there a meaning behind it? My name is Mong Chin because my dad gave me the name Mong Chin. But to be honest, I don't really like my English name because I've always found it pretty weird. But in Chinese, it is Meng Jun, which means dreaming, I guess, because of the Meng at the front, and apparently it means jade as well. I don't really know how it means jade, but it means jade. So yeah, that's the meaning behind it. What editing app do I usually use for my photos on Instagram? I either use Lightroom, or if I'm on my phone, I'll use VSCO, Snapseed, and yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's basically it. The next question is from Florence, and she asks, how are you balancing others' expectations of you working in the field you studied in versus in social media? So I guess you're asking like, how am I dealing with people's judgment of me not pursuing what I studied in university? And if you guys don't know, I actually have a degree in accounting and I graduated from SMU last year. So it was honestly pretty hard coming from such a competitive background in school, everyone is really about pursuing success, you know, in like their careers. And when I mean success, to me, success can come in many different ways and forms. You can succeed in any industry, any job that you are in, but definitely when people are more fixed on the idea that this is not what I consider success, being in front of the camera and like just posing for photos isn't all that difficult, it's all pretty superficial, materialistic, you're just using your face to gain fame and things like that. I guess like it did get to me for a while, but ultimately I feel that people started seeing my hard work and my efforts pay off, and yeah, that's like the best retaliation, the best answer I can give to them and give to you guys, which is, you know, your hard work will pay off and results will show. It's not all about, you know, landing yourself in like the highest paying MNC or like highest paying bank in the country. It's really about enjoying what you do and like just living every day without any regrets. So yeah, that's what I feel, and they don't really bother me anymore, like what people say, the naysayers, people's expectations of me and everything, because when I show them what I've achieved and like I've shown them like the journey of all these years, I think they're all pretty happy for me. Okay, so I think this is the last question. I'm sorry if I didn't manage to answer your questions. If you have more, you can just send me more. Maybe I'll make a part 2. I don't know, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learn more about me, and I hope I managed to engage with you guys. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!